lovelies, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Kiki. If you're also a returning subscriber, welcome back. I mean, you must be here for a reason, and I have to welcome you to my house. Okay, so today is just gonna be a really interesting day because I want to do like a cook. At the same time I'm cooking, we're gonna talk about something that's so amazing, and I'm sure many people would love to talk about that.
Wanna have a little sip, sip. Got that mountain baby magic, told them don't slip, slip. Wanna have a little sip, sip. Got that mountain baby magic, what you saying, lovely? Tell me what you saying.
So we're going to talk about acts of love that changed my marriage, love languages, and soft girl energy, and everyday romance. But as we do that, I'm also going to pick what I'm going to cook today for my husband, because I want to at least do something, and at the same time we're also chatting together. What do you think about that? I think that's a good idea because I've actually never ever done that before. As we cook today, I want to cook this pumpkin. We bought this pumpkin a couple of days ago, and I was thinking on what to cook with it, and I think today I finally figured out what I want to cook today. Something else I'm also going to grab is I have some of these mini maize. Funny enough, they come from Kenya, which is so interesting. That's my birth country. And also we are going to have minced meat here from a cow, so we're gonna use these two. Baby, we can eat. Okay, so let me now go grab some potatoes, onions, and also garlic. Then we begin our topic as I'm cutting up the vegetables in. Cook. It's gonna be fun. We also have some potatoes, but I'm not sure we're gonna use potatoes today. It's gonna be a potato-free day. Today I'm gonna grab some onions. I love onions a lot, and then we have a chunk of garlic because we love eating healthy here in this house. So let me talk about something. I want you guys to feel safe, cozy, and welcome here today as we cook together. Today's video, like I said before, it's really close to my heart, and I'm not even joking. It's about love. It's not like in a big or loud way. It's like in a soft and tender and in a growing way, because many times people say I want to get loved, I want to love somebody, but what do you actually mean by that? Because I feel like also, let's talk about like love languages, like small, intimate and romantic rituals. I mean, just about myself, I'm going to talk about how being a wife and showing up for love every day, because that is a duty for both parties. Like when you're in a marriage, you have to show up for love every single day. What are we going to talk about first? I think first we're going to talk about what are love languages and why they matter, because many people don't even know about that. So we'll talk about that first. But let's get into the food section. So we're gonna do like 50-50 food section, cooking here, and a bit of everything else at the same time. So we have our pumpkin. I don't know if I cook this pumpkin, mash it, or I just boil it, then it's healthy. Some mincemeat. I can actually just cut it and put it all together and we eat it like in a veggie way. That's also super healthy. Then we have all the nutrients. Sometimes it's tricky when you buy food and you think, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. now I've done the pumpkin, I've done the onions, now we are doing the garlic. So I want to say that, you know, growing up, I never heard about love languages. It's also something that I came to know about the older that I got. And when that happens, it just clicks in your head and you're like, so these things that you love and these things that also other people love. And when you discover all of these much later, everything just shifts. You just get that click, you know, in your head. It just instantly happens. The idea is just so simple, to be honest. You know, when you give, you receive. That's how the world works. You give, you receive. And if you receive it in different ways, you also get to know, love, and understand your partners. And it makes such a huge difference, because especially when you're starting to date, it's so easy to miss each other, and sometimes it's difficult to differentiate between love and lust. That I learned from the Bible, even before I became a lover girl. So I mean, to each their own, because we're all so different, and if you're not aware of your own love language or your partners, it's easy to miss each other. It's in terms of like understanding one another, which is super important. I hope I've not left any onions or anything like that. My battery had gone off. Listen, there are 5 core love languages. That's what I wanted to say. There's quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, and gifts. Which one is yours? Tell me, which one is yours, girl? Tell me. This framework just changes the way you love yourself, the way you love other people. You need to understand yourself. You don't just say, you know, I'm into this, I'm into that. You know, oh, I knew it. There was some left. I mean, I've left some of the, so we're gonna fix that. I love cooking. For me, this is also a way that I show love to my husband, by him just coming from work and finding that there's food on the table. You know, he provides, and because he does that, so it's also an honor for me to do this back, you know. It's funny, right? I used to think that love was just something that came naturally, but honestly, love is something you learn. Love is something you practice. You have to, and don't be selfish. For example, you cannot just meet somebody you don't know and you're like, I love gifts. No, that's wrong. We all do, but don't be selfish. So let's do these ones. First, I wanted to give you guys that part where like I'm just cutting the fruit. You see what I'm doing. I don't know how this edit is gonna come out. It's something new that I'm trying, but there's no harm in trying it. If you also love this video, let me know. Comment down in the video below. We are not yet done. We're not even started yet. We're gonna do, this is gonna be an awesome video. I can already tell. Hopefully, because you know, sometimes when you edit, you're like, what was I doing even? I hope it works the way I think it should, you know. So we've talked about what is love languages and what are they. So let's talk about my love language, my husband's love language. But first, let's put these onions in the water. Put them in the water. They can soak in here. Then we can do the meat. We can put the meat in there. Already able to shoot the video in a really nice way. So mine, definitely quality time. I love some quality time with my husband, especially like tomorrow is Saturday is the time. Saturday and Sunday, that's just me and my husband's day and nobody else. That's just our day. We do things together, we run errands together, we choose restaurants we want to go to. If not, we choose things we want to do. Let me clean this as we do that. Yes, so I also love cooking. I love doing things for the people I care and love about. I think that's just in me. It's something I cannot change. I love helping people, but you know, I've also learned to, you know, put limits into things. I'm not a dustbin, so I love doing things for people, and it's not because I want them to feel cared for. It's just something that's, I think, natural in me, I can say. We're cutting them into, maybe I do it from here. I'm cutting this into cubes, but I should do the meat first. I don't know why I'm getting distracted. Like, it's so difficult to. Yes, I'll every Sunday also we do take out, so sometimes I also cook. On the weekdays I love cooking, and especially when I'm inspired to do so, I do it. Also, I love our kitchen now. I think my husband brought like cow and chicken. Yeah, it's chicken, and we like mixing. We love mixing meat. I mean, mixing the minced meat. It's nice. It's okay. Yes. So when I cook for him, I feel like it's my way of saying I love you. I also feel seen when my husband makes cappuccino for me every single morning. He's been doing that for years, and I love it. He knows when I wake up, my first word is gonna be good morning, my love, and then the next word is gonna be my coffee, my cappuccino. So that he does, without a doubt. That's his ritual. It's his way of serving me. We serve each other, okay? It's not a one-way traffic over here. I think because this pan is a little bit wider, that's why it's making that sound. They were just gonna ignore it. I think that's the best thing to do. So yes, his love language is more physical touch, also words of affirmation. And honestly, at the beginning, I was not used to that, you know, especially coming from my community or Kenya. I don't know, maybe Kenyan men changed now. They would only tell you I love you when they like you at the beginning, but they never say it. Maybe write it down in a text message, and as soon as you become a girlfriend, I think it's a word you will never hear anymore. And I think that's one of the many reasons probably like girls are moving to like Nigerian guys, for example, because they know how to say those things. They know how to make you fantasize and things like that. It's beautiful to see. It's also beautiful to mix cultures. I mean, why not? Whatever serves you, let it serve you, baby girl. Because this life is too short, right? So yeah, his love language is more of like physical touch, words of affirmation, and also, you know, for me, I got used to it now. I don't think I can do anything less than this. As for now, you know, I mentioned like in Kenya, PDA was not a thing. Since I tasted European love, the hugging, the touching, the kissing, oh, it is so good. I remember at the beginning I used to be so shy, like especially like when I took my husband to see my parents for the first time, and he would kiss me on the forehead and things like that. I'm like, damn, what are my parents gonna say? Because they're not used to that. I mean, they've never seen that. Like they know the girl is with Dimitri, and she's okay. The girl is with a Belgian guy, and they're okay with it. So I mean, I lean into it, and my mom also told me it's a really beautiful thing to see love and to see it's also happening to your own child. I think it is. I would also want the same for my child if that's possible. Inshallah. You know, I'll say that. This is gonna be a good dish. So I'm putting water here because I'm thinking this is such a big portion of like pumpkin, so I might as well just mash it. I think that's better. Let me mash, then we do the meat here. That's gonna be quick. I think it's gonna be a really beautiful dish. It's better than mixing it all together like I thought. I think the food is gonna be too much, but at least with mash, it's not gonna look too much, you know. And it's something we can eat, both of us, and have a little bit of like some leftover, which is okay. Some salt and black pepper. I'm gonna put some salt on the pumpkin. I use pink Himalayan salt. I'm using that for my cooking. It's amazing, right? My husband is peeping when I'm cooking. I love cooking for you, baby.
Thank you, baby.
I enjoy. I didn't know you brought like mixed. Nice. We cook as we clean. We're going to have. I'm gonna put this one in the water a little bit because I don't know if they were washed. Yes, we got the onions. Let's say this: love stretches you. It makes you grow in the best way possible. You have to learn it also as a language to give affection, to speak affirming words. Even if it feels new, in return, you'll get it. Trust me. we're all here to learn each other. Yes, we are. Our kitchen is so tall, so sometimes I need to do that. That's how it is. That's really how it is. How do you incorporate love languages in daily life? It's easy. One of the biggest, I think, myths about romance is that it has to be so big. But the most romantic things are small, quiet, and consistent. And some things are free, they don't even require money. Not at all. For example, even putting sticky notes. If you watched my Amsterdam vlog, I surprised my husband on his birthday. I put sticky notes on the mirror in his bathroom, and the sticky notes are still there. Hasn't removed them. They're still there. So also surprising each other with handwritten cards, even when it's not special occasions. That we do. Especially we have a habit of like buying each other like cards that are funny, and we write things for each other. I have a lot of cards. Like one day, if I have children, I'll show them how their dad was before they even came on this earth. Like we have so many sticky notes. I have like a box where I have all the cards that I've received from him and from friends as well. I love notes. One time I remember he put money also in my card with a love note because he knew I wanted a handbag. And not because it was a gift, but it's because it was just a love letter. And I remember he told me, baby, I put something in a devil handbag. I'm like, devil? He's like, yeah, like red. It's just a funny way of saying. And then I said, okay, so I never bought that. And then one time I went to that Dior bag and I found like a card, and it was written, I think, my pizza or something. And then the note said, I think like, I can't remember, like enjoy something. I still have the card. I don't know if I still have the card by you, and I still keep it in that bag. I never want to remove it. And I think it said something like, you know, enjoy or something like that, or this is for the bag that you always say you want. So here it is. And also lighting candles, especially in winter, that is something amazing. Setting a playlist, making the house smell good, that's also love. That's love for me. You need to set the mood for love. Like you cannot just wait for love to appear in your door like that. Like you need to do things that also make your body feel good, your energy, your surroundings, all of those things. I know my husband loves music also. Like he never showers without music. He has his playlist for when he's showering. So you know, it's amazing. I know the songs he loves. Like it's just really nice to see that. We also hold hands, we kiss in public, we say I love you daily, and I don't think that's cheesy. I think that's sacred. There's nothing cheesy about it. If you love somebody, tell them. It's good. If you stop doing these things, especially if you've been in a relationship for so long, it kills the romance. It really kills it. So you have to do these things. For me, I don't teach my husband to do these things. He does them. I also just naturally started doing those things because I feel it. You know? It's funny to say that though. So this is boiling. This is the meat is cooking here. So I put nothing. I didn't even put oil because most of the time, like, mincemeat just has oil by itself. Let me show you. So that's the pumpkin, and that's the meat. You see, it's already greasy. Put garlic in here. Just gonna mash the garlic. Garlic, into the mincemeat. Smells good already. I've already already, so I think the pumpkin is almost getting ready, then I can start mashing it. So I want to say these things that look like love and they actually don't feel like it, but are, you know, love does not always look like roses or kisses. Like, remember, I've also been in my marriage for like 7 years. I mean, I've been in a relationship for 7 years, married for 5, and I'm just talking for myself. In a situation it could be different, but we're just having like this broad topic that I wanted us to talk about today. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes even wiping down the counter or cleaning up before you go to bed, like those are things I grew up with, but sometimes things like that, they just make your mornings feel lighter. Like for me, I cannot sleep when my house is rearranged. Like I really need to sleep when my house is clean. I've always also had been taught since I was young, like, leave the house clean. You never know who you're gonna come back with at home. But you know, it's just how I grew up. Like I also cannot leave my bedroom without making the bed. Like I cannot just go to bed in the evening knowing that I didn't make my bed in the morning. I just can't do that. It's those tiny decisions that say, I'm thinking of you, I want your life to be easier, I want your day to be softer. For me, that's very important. And I think a lot also about the kind of love I'm building, the kind of home I'm also creating, the kind of softness I want to embody. I don't want love that's perfect, but I want love that is present. It's there. And also, romanticizing your life isn't about pretending. It's about noticing the beauty of small things and deciding to participate in it. What's your love language? What small act of love means so much to you? We're gonna get to the next one. I think we can mash this in a few. Can't wait to see how the food will look like at the end. In Kenya, we feed it to children.
You want like this, baby?
Let me see. I cook, he says.
You want like this?
Yeah, a little bit more. Yes, that's good.
One more.
Maybe.
One, but it's almost finished.
No, just that's just enough. And then with the mincemeat, that's gonna be good.
One on top?
No, side. With a couple of maize. I love it. We'll go eat, and I'll be right back.
What? You're filming me. Baby. You're spying on me.
You're cleaning the, what is it called? Sufuria, the pot.
It's my job as a man.
So yummy. Love it?
Yeah.
And I used 0 oil. 0 cooking oil.
It's nice. But you do need oil up for your bones. Like a car also needs oil, baby. You know, if a car has no oil, the engine will get stuck.
Okay. So we're done eating already, and now it's time to clean up, because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna say I'll do it later and I will not do it. And that's how many people are. But for me, as soon as we finish eating, I start cleaning right away. We can also talk about love in the details, like romance in the mundane, you know? Like, we always think romance lives in gestures, the trips, the surprises, the anniversary dinners. But what I've learned is romance lives in the details. And why do I say that? Like, if you are folding laundry, the way he likes, you're ironing his clothes the way he likes, you're saving him a last bite of dessert. But then my husband would never ever share food with anybody, but he shares food with me. Even I remember the first time I met his sister, she was like, he shares food with you, like he can mix liquids with you. That's so different. He never does that with anybody else since we were kids. Also picking up a playlist that I know he likes before he even asks, or bringing him the better blanket without saying anything. And also just cleaning up his office. He loves when I clean his office, lighting the hallway with warm lamps and put some candles, but now it's too hot for that, okay? So it just feels like you're walking into a movie scene, and life just feels better, and you don't even need to do too much about it. So romance just does not start with when candles are lit, you know. It begins when you choose to care, to be quiet, to be consistent, and to show people how they should be loved also, like giving back. Again, we're going back to giving back. It's all in the little details. Okay, let's put it like this so that you guys can see what I'm doing. You know, also coming from Kenya, softness wasn't always modeled. Love was there, but deep, powerful, and it wasn't in the ways that it would be expressed in a soft way. So let's put a little bit of that soap tissue there. This one over here. Yeah, so being with someone from a different culture has taught me that softness is not weakness at all. You know, I didn't grow up with PDA, handwritten notes, or saying I love you, or even hugging. Like, you know, that's how we grew up, most of us. It was so different. So right now I cannot imagine not saying I love you. Like even telling a friend I love you, my babe, my love, my baby. Like even like calling your friends even sweet names, it just helps. It shows like you care, you know. So softness is not a performance, it's a decision, and a decision to feel, to show, to stay, to open, and to let love transform me, you know, or transform you also. Why not? I mean, really, just why not? I'll leave that there, and then we can do this one here. Let's do it like that. So how do I keep love alive and choose it daily? Love is not high, love is a rhythm. It's an everyday, you know, we choose to sync, to move it, you know. I keep love alive by noticing when my husband is tired, when he doesn't want to talk about some things because probably he had a rough day at work. It's just those little details. Also when he needs a hug, when he needs to laugh, also when he's having the most stressful moments of his work, I'm there to say like, it's gonna get better, it's not as bad as you think, it will be okay, it will be fine, you know. I choose to love even when we are annoyed, even when we are stressed, even if it's not Instagram cute, you know. And I've learned to see that sometimes even off-camera moments are the best, because you're like, oh my god, I wish people would say this, but you're like, no, it's better that it's just for the two of us. So some days love looks like silence, as other days love looks like dancing in the kitchen, cooking and doing nice things. Love is not just what we say, it's how we say it, how we stay when it's easier to also shut down. Baby, it's not easy. It is not easy to love a stranger, I'm telling you. But when people deserve it, give it to them. This life is too short though. It's really short. I'm really loving this conversation. Like we are talking but with a purpose. Isn't this not amazing? Love, so I'm done with cleaning. My kitchen is clean. My battery had gone off. My camera was full for a moment, so I had to switch up some things in the meantime. Also, I was cleaning up, so everything is as clean as new. So if no one told you today, you deserve soft love, gentle morning, someone who notices the small details or any details that you probably put an effort or just naturally you were gifted for. You deserve to be loved in your language and to learn how to love someone in theirs. I mean, don't just wait for Valentine's Day. Don't wait for a big moment. Create this soft life in your own way, because I feel we are all on this earth for a purpose, and we are all brought here to love, give love, create love, and it's just as simple as that. Honestly, I really enjoyed spending the day with you today. We've had a really good time together. If you loved these type of videos, I would really be happy to see you. Probably, you know, I would really love to see you commenting. I would love to see you letting me know if you really vibed with it. For now, I just feel like I want to grab a drink, just chill, export some videos, edit and do all of that. Thank you so much for being part of this. If this is also your first time in my channel, thank you so much and welcome. Kindly share this with your friends and let me know your thoughts down below. So until next time, my loves, see ya. Bye bye.